Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Yenaksharasamamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. I'll introduce you all to Medha Suktam today. Swami Dayananda Saraswati always talked about, in spiritual pursuit, any kind of spiritual pursuit, what is required is cognition. No other faculty is required as much as cognition. And Sanskrit, learning Sanskrit is a means to, in some form, it's a means to some spiritual call or spiritual pursuit, whether it is understanding the meanings, whether it is chanting, whether it is, knowing the meaning of the prayer, whatever, yeah, or whether it is moksha. So Sanskrit is a vehicle. And the Sanskrit that we are studying is descriptive Sanskrit, which requires our every aspect of our cognition. And cognition is a part of the mind, the antakaranam. It's called the antakaranam, an inner instrument. And we all know how the mind is. We all are familiar with the mind, and we know how distracting the mind can make us. The mind is capable of doing a whole lot of things which we can't even imagine. And especially when we are when we have chosen a pursuit, anything, be it exercising, be it taking a new commitment, a new project, or study, or whatever, the nature of the mind is to distract us. And in this descriptive grammar, when we are studying things, you must have already experienced, why in shap, shakara goes away, pakara goes away? What is the logic there? Why it is, causing guna, or what is the purpose of, the su aujas? So all this, the mind will throw up all this. That's the nature of the mind. So when it is throwing up so many things, the mind can get distracted. But right now, as we are progressing, and I think you are progressing very well, especially Jayanti and Ruslan are really on track, and I feel that now it's going to get more and more interestingly complex. So we need the mind together. So Swamiji always says that, the mind, for the mind to be together, this is the prayer. It's called the Medha Suktam. So Medha is not just intellect, very loosely translated as intellect, but it is the ability to take what is given and hold it, and hold the uncertainty, or the halfness of the knowledge with strength. That's the without losing it. That's the idea of it, Medha. So I will I used to chant it earlier for all the classes, and I think right now you're all ready for it, because distractions are like, I think distractions can come. Say the three shantis are told for what in all the prayer. because there can be distractions from the bhutas, panchabhutas. There can be distraction from the devas, from, like in the form of rains, in the form of unprecedented floods, in the form of drought. All those can be one kind of distraction. The other kind of distractions can be in the imbalances in the five elements, which will cause me to get something, some distraction. And then there are distractions from within me, that I just feel lazy, or I don't feel like, or I fall sick, or whatever. So that is why we say the three shantis, so that we ward off these things, and we are able to take care of everything and be on track. So the like we read it initially, Medhaji, our teacher, had told us that we have to learn it with a lot of very with fun. We have to learn it, not with seriousness, that I have to remember this and I have to know this. No, we don't have to put any such pressure. We just have to be in the flow, with the flow. And being in the flow and with the flow can be tricky, because I'm not getting hold of everything. I don't know. So I'm forgetting this, and I know this, but I'm forgetting this. I understand it in the class, but I don't recall. So all these things, we have to keep it with us as we are in the flow. And it is perfectly okay not to remember. The purpose is not your memory test. The purpose is to be in the flow. So let's get the grace of Medha Devi, and I'll just chant it. Om Medha Devi Jushamana na agaad Vishwachi Bhadra Sumanasya Mana Tvaya Jushta Nudamana Durukta An Brihadvadema Vidhate Suvira त्वया जुष्ट ऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्री ऋतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानुजुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधाम इन्द्रो ददातु मेधां देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विना बुभावा धत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवीं मेधा सरस्वती सा मां मेधा सुरभिर्जुषताम् आमां मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मां मेधा सुप्रतीका जुषन्तां मयि मेधा मयि प्रजा मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Okay. Any questions before we enter the next phase, so to say? Do you have any questions on the homework? Okay. So, I want to finish with the verbs today. So, we have not finished. We are going to do 4 ganas, 4 groups. So this whole dhatu kosha has got about around 2000 dhatus. These 2000 dhatus are divided into 10 ganas or groups, of which we saw the first gana, which is called the bhuadi gana. We saw the fourth gana, which is the divadi gana. Then we saw the sixth gana, which is the tudadi gana, and And we are going to now see the 10th Gana, right? So the 10th Gana is a little different. So what is important here is the Bhuadi. See, to form a verb, we start with a dhatu and first suffix it with the relevant lakara. Relevant for whom? Relevant for the person who wants to speak or communicate or say something. So we are now only studying lat lakara. We know there are 10 lakaras, but we are now focusing that the vivaksha is to bring the dhatu and suffix it with lat lakara. Lat lakara means present tense. So what is the lat lakara pratyaya, prakriti pratyaya? What is the lat lakara prakriti pratyaya?
Is it tip tas G?
Why is it? It is Tipsar. You don't have a question. It is. So just say that. Say all the 18. How many are there?
18.
Yeah. So chant all of that.
Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi.
Yeah.
So tip tas G, sip tas ta, mip vas mas, te ite ante.
The atam jha.
That
is
yes,
the
sorry.
prakriti thing.
Yes, yes. Ta atam ja, tas atam dvam, tas, tas atam dvam, it vahi mahing.
These are prakriti thing pratyayas common for all the 10 lakaras.
So this is prakriti
Ting pratyaya.
Ting pratyaha.
Yeah.
And what is the other one when you say ti, taha, and that I always get confused between both.
Correct. So prakriti ting pratyayas are called ting pratyayas. Tip tasji starting with ti and ending with mahing, so it is ting. And these 18 pratyayas are common for all the 10 lakaras. Okay. So prakriti means base or something which is very inherent for all lakaras. Yeah. So how many lakaras are there?
10.
What are the lakaras? List them.
So to check.
Yeah.
Lat, lit, lut, lrit, plus let, lot, lang, vidiling, ashiling, lung, lrun.
Very nice. So for all these 10 lakaras, these 18 pratyayas are common. Now we are only studying presently only focusing on the lat lakara, the first one, which is the present tense. So for the lat lakara, these ting pratyayas will look like what? Tell.
Ti, taha, anti.
Correct.
Si, taha, ta. Mi, vaha, maha. Te, ite, ante. Se, ite, dve. E, vahe, mahe.
Correct. And we have seen it in examples. Bhavati, bhavatah, bhavanti. Bhavasi, bhavatah, bhavatha. Bhavami, bhavavaha, bhavamaha. We have seen in so many dhatus, these are the endings for the lakara, lat lakara. So the prakriti thing pratyaya lakara is suffixed to the dhatu. Then the vivaksha of the writer is to say only focus on present tense. So the thing, the lat lakara thing pratyaya is then, that is the second step, suffix to the dhatu. Okay. Now dhatu has its own meaning. What is the meaning of the lat lakara titaha anti? What is the meaning of those lakaras? Those pratyayas? What is the meaning of ti?
He doing the action.
Correct.
He does the action.
Correct. He,
Yes.
she, it is the meaning of ti. Taha is they both. Anti is they all. Si is you. Taha is you both. Tha is you all. Me is I. Vaha is we both. Maha is we all. So this is the pratyaya also comes with its own meanings. That means finally the verb that we get from the dhatu is that the subject, the doer of the action is already embedded in the verb. So when I say Nayati, he leads. Nayamaha, we lead. So the subject of that action is already embedded in the verb. Very important point to note. So having done this, we saw that for the first gana, when the ting pratyaya is lat lakara, ting pratyaya is suffixed to the dhatu, it invites the gana vikarana pratyaya. So the first, actually shap is by default the gana vikarana pratyaya for all the 10 ganas. Default. So shap is the gana vikarana pratyaya for the first gana. But some sutras come in and the fourth gana and the sixth gana doesn't have, there are gana vikarana pratyayas, but they don't cause modification, they don't cause vikarana to the dhatu. Whereas shap will cause vikarana to the dhatu. What is the vikarana it does? It does guna to the final vowel of the dhatu or the penultimate short vowel of the dhatu. This is the job of the shap. So we have seen the first gana, fourth gana and the sixth gana. Now today we'll look at the 10th gana. So 10th, what is the 10th gana called? The 10th gana is called Churadi gana. Okay. So in the first Bhuadi gana,
Radhika ji, just one little question. The sixth gana, so first gana is shap, fourth gana is shyan, and sixth gana is shaha. What is sixth gana? Yes?
Correct. Shaha. Correct. Actually, it is shaha, shaka. So in shap, it will remain a. In this, it will become ya. In this, it will become a. Okay. So a causes guna or shap causes guna. Ya, no change. That means you just bring the dhatu and the ya and the ting pratyaya together and put it together. And this also no change. Okay. Now, sorry, fourth and sixth. Now let's look at 10th gana. The 10th gana, which is called the Churadi gana, the gana vikarana pratyaya is called nich. Okay. So the nakara will go, chakara will go, and the content of nich is e. Okay. So what does nich do? Nich can do a lot of things. Nich causes vriddhi. What are the vriddhi letters?
It is a, I, ow.
Correct. So causes vriddhi to the final vowel. Yeah. And it also causes vriddhi to the final vowel, and it causes guna to the penultimate vowel. What is the meaning of this? If there is a final vowel, okay, it will cause vriddhi to the final vowel. Okay, say for example, I'll take more examples, but suppose the final vowel is oo. What will be the vriddhi for the oo?
Ow.
Correct. Okay. So if there is a presence of the final vowel, it will cause vriddhi. But if there is no final vowel, Then there has to, if there is a penultimate short vowel, not vowel, any vowel, short vowel. By short vowel, which are the short vowels? A, E,
E,
U,
O.
O. No. So A, E, U, O, A, I. But A, I are not short vowels. They are diphthongs. They are compounded vowels. So why short vowel? Suppose you have an A in the penultimate vowel, then there is no, it's already a vriddhi. So it need not cause vriddhi to A. But if there is a E, yeah, then of course vriddhi can be caused, but here it is guna of the short vowel only. So these are the rules of the vriddhi. Now let's look at example chur. Go to your dhatu kosha and see what is the meaning of chur dhatu. Because we are doing churadigana. That means the dhatu beginning with chur. So we will take chur.
To steal?
Correct. Tell me the horoscope. Yeah, correct. The horoscope of chur. Which gana? 10, which is parasmepadi or ubhayapadi or atmanepadi?
Ubhayapadi.
Ubhayapadi. Good. So we have that. How many forms it can have?
18.
Correct. So it can have 18 forms. So what first we will do, as stepwise, we will add the lat lakara. Suppose the vivaksha is to say he steals. Okay. So what will I do? That he steals is what? Prathama purushaha. Sorry. Yeah. Prathama purushaha ekavachanam. Correct. So this is how we represent in our books. We represent Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam as Roman letter 3rd and 1. If suppose I want to represent it by Taha, they both steal, then I will write 3rd 2. If I want to say they all steal, I'll put 3rd 3. But if I want to say Madhyama Purushaha Ekavachanam, you steal, then I will represent it as 2nd 1. Yeah. Not 2, second. Why I'm making the difference is because in the nouns you will use 2 and 1, 2, etc. But in the verbs we will use Roman letters. So 2nd 1. And if I say you both steal, then I will put 2nd 2. If it is you all steal, 2nd 3. And if I say I steal, Uttama Purushaha, then it will become first 1. Then Uttama, we both steal, first 2. And first 3. So these are the, keep this in mind, so then it becomes easy to do our further exercises. So coming back to chur, the vivaksha is to say he steals. Okay. So which pratyaya should I add now?
Yen?
No.
Nich, sorry, nich.
No. First lat lakara. What is the lat lakara pratyaya? 3rd one.
T, you mean?
Yeah, T, correct.
T.
First step is this, lat lakara, 3rd one. Okay. Now this will invite nich. Then we will put chur plus nich plus ti. Yeah. So now nich will cause vriddhi to the final vowel. Is there a final vowel in the chur dhatu?
No.
Correct. Is there a penultimate short vowel?
Yes, u.
So nich will cause guna to the penultimate short vowel. So what is the guna for u?
Is it guna or vriddhi? Is vriddhi?
No. Nich does 2 things. Vriddhi to the final vowel if there is a final vowel. If there is no final vowel, then it will cause guna to the... Okay. So nich here will cause guna. So what is the guna for u?
4.
Oh, very good. So chur will become chor, nich will become e, and ti. Okay. So what is the, it will become chori plus ti. Now, very interesting about the 10th gana or nich. Nich will first create a new dhatu. So now chori is a new dhatu. From chur, it has become chori. Okay. So chori is not our verb. It's a dhatu. Now this new dhatu will be treated like the first gana dhatu. Getting it? So for the first gana now, shap will come. So what will I do? Chori plus shap plus ti. Shap will cause guna to the last vowel. What is the last vowel here? To chori.
E.
Yeah.
E.
So E will become A. So chore plus a plus ti. Correct? So now what sandhi karyam will happen between A and a?
This already forgotten.
Yes, that's why I introduced Medha Suktam. So that we remember and hold all that. We cannot forget.
Vriddhi Sandhi?
No? What is the, if it is Vriddhi Sandhi, tell me what is the condition for Vriddhi Sandhi?
When there is a
Mm-hmm.
followed by A, it
So
becomes.
is that the condition here? Is a following A?
It is A followed by A.
Yeah. So A followed by a cannot be Vriddhi Sandhi.
Correct.
Is it Ayavaya?
Yes, very good. So A followed by a. So what will happen? A will become what?
Yeah.
A with I.
I, yes, chorai. Plus a plus ti. Okay, so what is the final form? Chorayati. What is the meaning of chorayati now? He, she, it steals.
Can we do once again the process,
course.
Radhikaji?
Of course,
Because
I will do
I'm
more.
confused.
I will get more dhatus. Yeah. So chorayati. You've got this step. This is the stand. So nich, you have to remember, write down for rules for nich. One is causing vriddhi to the final vowel, guna to the penultimate short vowel. Okay. Then another characteristic of nich you should know is that the first step from dhatu is to create a new dhatu. So always the new dhatu will end in a e. Yeah. Then that new dhatu gets treated like a first gana dhatu. So shap will be added there and you get the final verb. Let us do another gana, another dhatu here. Let us look at the dhatu kosha. Let us look at this one. Chur we did now, no?
When chur, so chur plus nich plus t, then nich, so causes, there is no ending last vowel because
Correct.
it's a consonant. So then
Correct.
it causes guna.
Correct.
So there is u, so it becomes o. So I
Yes.
understand that step. So it's chor plus e plus t. And then I got lost between this step and the other one. After
We
that,
will do, we will, after that, chori plus ti. So chori is now a new
yes,
dhatu. The new
correct.
dhatu gets treated like the first gana. So shap will come, no?
But
Shap
why is it a new dhatu? This I
Yeah.
don't understand that thing.
It doesn't, you don't have to understand, you just have to accept it. This is how the prakriya is for the 10th gana. This is how it is.
So there is always that step when
Yes.
a second dhatu is create,
Not second, new dhatu.
new dhatu, and in this case it is
Chori.
chori.
And always new dhatus will end with E. Let's look at the second next dhatu. Look at dhru dhatu. Look at the meaning and tell me the whole horoscope of dhru dhatu.
Which dhatu?
Dhru.
Dhru.
Is it do to sound? Do or dhru?
Dhru.
Dhru. To sound? No.
No, it is not dhu. It is not sound. Dhru cannot be that. Why is it so
To
difficult?
hold.
Yeah, to hold. Very nice. So,
But is it one U? It's first Ghana. That's why I didn't understand. It's not
I
a
will
ten-
tell you. I will
Mm.
come to it, and I know why I have taken dhru dharane, one U to hold. Yeah, it is not 10th Gana, but I'll tell you why I have brought this here. To tell you that nich can be added to any dhatu. Also, nich is Gana Vikarana Pratyaya for the 10th Gana, like we saw in Chur. But dhru, which is one U or any Gana, also nich can be added. Okay, but the meaning will be different. We will come to that, but we will look at the prakriya first. So dhru, and I want to say dharti. Actually, the word dharti is coming from dhru. Dharti means the earth. So dharayati iti dhru. Yeah, even dharma is it's got the meaning of dharayati iti dharma. So what is the meaning of dhru? I mean dharayati, we'll see. So dhru plus ti. Okay, this invites the nich. Here nich is added with a different purpose. I'll tell you why. How? So dhru plus nich plus ti. Now nich will cause vriddhi to the final vowel. What is the final vowel in dhru?
R.
R. So what is the vriddhi for R?
R.
R. Very nice. So instead of dhakara will be there, R will be there, then nich E plus T. So what is your new dhatu now? Dhari plus T. So this is your new dhatu. Correct? Now this this dhari will now be treated like the first gana dhatu. So it will get shap. So shap will cause guna to the final vowel. What is the final vowel?
E.
Always the final vowel will be E. So it will be dhare plus a plus ti. What again? Ayavayava sandhi will happen. So instead of dhare, it will become dhar, I, a, ti. And we get dharayati. So here the meaning will be she, he, it. I'll put it in bracket. Causes to hold. Now meaning here, nich. Write it down. Please note. Nich has got two meanings. One is what is called as swarte, and other one is hetvarthe. Swarthe means in its own sense. Hetvarthe means causal sense. Okay. Now here, when we say chorayati, it can mean two things, could mean two things. He steals or he causes to steal. Or he's caused to steal, whichever. Okay. Same. Now, but dharayati can have only one meaning. He causes to hold. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? Nich can be added to the 10th gana dhatus, and it can mean either he steals or he's caused to steal. That means, say for example, I steal something, but I was provoked or I was asked to steal. I was made to steal. That is the causal sense. I steal on my own, that is okay. But I'm made, somebody is, encouraging me, or somebody is stimulating me and saying, go, get that. So two senses can be there for 10th gana. So that is the vivaksha of the writer. So only the context will tell us whether chorayati means causal or swarthi. Or the teacher will have to tell us. But nich, when it is added to other gana dhatus, it is always in the causal sense. Because other ganas have got their own gana vikarana pratyaya. But if I want to say, say pachati. Pachati is a ubhayapadi dhatu. And it belongs to the first gana, pach dhatu. So he cooks, right? But he doesn't like to cook. Somebody is making him to cook, or stimulating him to cook, or instigating him to cook. That is why he cooks. That is why he becomes the main doer of the action of cooking. So if that sense has to be conveyed, then nich is added. Then it becomes pach. Let's do for pach.
So the causal, how do you call it? There is svarte, and the other one is what?
Etvarthe. Actually, it is
Etvarte.
etu arthe. So yand sandhi has happened there, and so it becomes hetvarthe. Hetu means cause. So in the sense of causal or in its own sense. Look at pach. We have seen before. Pach plus ti. Pach plus shap plus ti becomes pachati. Now let us look at causal pach. Pach plus ti. Pach plus nich plus ti. Now is there a final vowel here?
No.
So there is a penultimate short vowel.
Penultimate, yes.
So nich will cause guna to the penultimate short vowel. So what is the guna for a? Sorry. Wait a minute. It is pachayati actually. No, I think one second. Let me just, 10th gana. Yeah. So have I missed something? Vriddhi. Yes. In this, correct. I'm okay. So here there are, in the 10th gana, there can be certain exceptions. Okay. So I think here, like even in kat, for example, I'll just come to pach in a while. So kat, look at kat dhatu.
Tat.
Yeah. Kat. Yeah.
Tat. Cut. 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 Ah, yes. Mm. To tell.
Yeah, very good. So in Kath plus, and it is which Gana? 10th Gana.
Then yes, you.
Yeah. So it will become Kathayati. I'm not going through the whole thing. Kathayati. Because there is no final vowel there, but there is a penultimate short vowel, and Guna of is so it becomes Kathayati. But in Pach, it will become Pachayati. Okay? There are certain rules. So the point here is, please make a note. Pachayati. Pach is a first Gana Dhatu. So Pachayati can only mean he is made to cook. He is causing, somebody is causing him to cook. Whereas in Kathayati, which is the 10th Gana, it depending on the Vivaksha of the speaker, it can mean both. He tells or he is made to tell. Got it? Okay. So I will give you a few dhatus. You can do that for homework so that you get the steps correctly.
So this goes to cook when you.
Yes. Yes.
It can go with any ganas.
Any Gana. Any Gana.
Any verbs.
Any Gana other than the 10th Gana, if you add Nich, it is always Swarthe. I'm sorry, Hetu Arte Nich. But for the 10th Gana, it can be both Swarthe or Hetu Arte, depending on what the writer wants to tell. Yeah. So look at these dhatus and do the whole prakriya for 10th Gana. Spruh. Okay. Peed. Apurvaka ni. Then
what is the second one? It's peed.
Peed. Then we have Anupurvaka Sru. This is a very interesting dhatu and I want you all to try this. Chint. Because there is no final vowel and there is no penultimate vowel also. So it's a very simple one.
Chint.
Chint. Yeah. Then we have Ghush. This is enough. So you can do the whole prakriya for these.
Okay. What is this one? Anupurvaka?
Sru. Sru.
Sru. Ah.
Let us look at the yeah. So before I come go there, so what I want to also add here, that first Gana, fourth Gana, sixth Gana, 10th Gana. Yeah. So these are the only 4 Ganas we are looking at because our exercises have these verbs. That is why we are looking at it, so that we are able to identify the verbs. Then, and we are only looking at Lat Lakara. And then we are looking at Kartari Prayoga, active voice, and also Karmani Prayoga. What is the formula for Karmani Prayoga? The formula for Karmani Prayoga is Dhatu plus Karmani Yak plus Atmanepade ending. So even for the 10th gana, if I want to say, if I have Atmanepade dhatu, and I'm sorry, if I have any dhatu and I want to say, put it in Karmani Prayoga, for example, chur. Let's take chur. Yeah. So chur becomes chori and becomes chorayati in the Kartari Prayoga. That means he steals. Now I want to say stealing is done. It is stolen. So what will I say? Chur plus te. Atmanepade ending is te, right? That this will now bring in nich. Chur plus nich plus te. Same procedure. It will become nich will cause guna to the penultimate short vowel. So it becomes chor plus e plus te. Then it will become chori plus te. Now it becomes the first gana. So it becomes chori plus shap plus te. Shap will cause guna to the final vowel, which will become chore plus plus te. Then ayava sandhi happens and it becomes chorayate. Now this is the meaning here is it is stolen. He, she, it is stolen. Okay. So when you say he steals, what question comes to your mind first?
What?
Yeah, either you'll ask who is this he who stole?
What steals?
Ramaha chorayati. Then the next question that pops is what does he steal?
What does he steal?
Now, when you say it is stolen, what is the first question that pops in your mind?
What is stolen?
What is stolen? I want you all to here when you say he steals, you'll ask who is this he who is stealing. Whereas it is stolen, you're asking what is stolen.
What is stolen?
These two questions you have to keep in mind. Very important questions for our next level. And it is true for all Karmani Prayogas. Okay. So let us now okay, go to your exercise of Karmani Prayoga. Let's see whether you have any difficulty there before we. Yeah. Tell me, go on. Whoever wants to go on first will go and tell the forms and the English meaning.
Which exercise it is?
Page 166, exercise
Exercise
6.
6.
Okay, I will do. So
Yes.
gam dhatu, 1p to go. 3-1, it will be gamyate. So I translated by something like going is done.
Or it is
by-
gone. You can either say going is done or it is gone. He, she,
it is gone.
Yeah.
Right, it is gone. So, and third, 3-3, it will be gamyante.
Meaning?
I wrote going is done by them.
Correct. Actually, going, that is also correct, but they are gone is better.
Yes.
English wise.
Yes, yes.
Go on.
Drish, dhatu to see. Third one will be drishyate.
Very good. Meaning?
It's seen.
Yeah, it is seen. Very good.
And 3-3 will be drishyante.
Correct.
They
got
are
it.
seen.
Yes, very nice. Do for ni dhatu. Jayanti.
So 1P to carry. Niyate.
How?
No, it's supposed actually to be nayate.
Correct.
I don't know
Why?
why I wrote,
Yes.
because it's
First Gana.
Naya.
Yes.
The
It
dhatu is Naya.
No, dhatu is not Naya. Anga is Naya.
Anga is Naya, yes.
You should know why. Because Ni has got a final vowel and Shap will cause Guna to the final vowel E. What is the Guna for E?
The guna for
Ni.
E is
Ni.
E also.
No.
A.
No. Guna is A. Why have you all forgotten that? Page 20. What page it is? 30?
35. Guna for A.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it?
Yes.
So we have Ne plus A plus Te. So A and A, Ayavayava Sandhi will happen. So Nayate. So
Yes.
Hey, one second. Sorry.
It is niyate, no, because there is, yes.
Yes. Yeah, it must be exceptional. It is nayate. It is not niyate. It is nayate, but not because of shap. It is something else. Because
But isn't it supposed to be niyate if we follow exactly the rule?
Yes, if we follow the rule exactly, it has to be niyate, but the form is nayate. Okay, so it's an exceptional one. So 1 second.
Okay.
Let me just check if it is. Give me a minute. Ashtadhyayi. Dhatupata. Ni. Means properly. अरे यार हाँ भाव कर्मणोः niyate. You're right. The form is niyate, not nayate. Correct. Sorry. I made a mistake. Niyate. Yeah. Okay. Us.
To throw.
Yeah.
And so 4P.
Yes.
Asyate.
Asyate. Meaning?
Meaning he throws.
No.
Asyate.
I'm keeping on. I've repeated it 1,000,000 times. It is Karmani Prayoga we are doing. We are not doing Kartari Prayoga.
Okay.
So meaning is, what is the meaning?
Thrown.
No.
It is
thrown. He, she, it is thrown. This funda you have to get, because you will. I'm keeping on saying this like a stuck record, but somehow I'm not getting heard by you all, and that's quite disappointing. Is thrown, yes. And what is the plural form?
Asyante.
Correct. And meaning is?
They all thrown.
They all are thrown. You can do one thing. If English meaning, why it is important is because you will see as we come in the exercise, you will figure out why it is important. But the English is not important. So if we are struggling with English, that's not a problem. But you have to get the meaning right. In your own mother tongue, you figure out what is the meaning of the difference between he studies and it is studied. How do you say it in your mother tongue?
So he studied means
No. He studied a lot. He studies.
he studies.
Present tense. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
So-
he studies now. He is studying.
Yeah. So what will you tell it in your mother tongue?
వీడు చదువుతున్నాడు.
Now you say it is being studied. How will you
వీళ్ళు
tell that?
చదువుతూ ఉన్నారు. ఇది చదివారు. ఇది చదివారు.
There is a difference in the meaning?
Correct.
No. There is a difference, you see. So now
Yes.
tell me, he throws. What will you say in your language? In your mother tongue?
వాడు విసిరాడు.
Now say throwing is done or it is thrown.
Yeah.
What is the meaning there? Tell the meaning.
విసిరేశారు.
There is a difference, no? In the meaning
Yes.
of both those. That is a difference I want you to get. So English, if you don't get it correct, it is okay. We are not worried about English language. We are worried only about the meaning of the two, difference in the meaning of those two, Kartari Prayoga and Karmani Prayoga. Yeah. Who wants to do push?
Push is nourish. To
Yeah.
nourish.
Yeah.
3-1 will be pushyate. It is nourished.
Correct.
And 3-3 will be pushyante. They are nourished.
Very nice. Shush also will be the same. Let's go to Nya.
Nya 9p to know. Nyayate. It is known.
Correct.
Nyayante. They all are known.
Correct. Now tell me, in the Lat Kartari form, how will Nya go?
Janati, no?
Janati.
Janati.
Janati, Janitah, Jananti. Yeah. Good. Then Aap. What is for Aap?
To pervade.
Mm-hmm.
Apyate. It is pervaded.
Correct.
Apyante. They all are pervaded.
Very nice. Now let's go to Vach. Vach, of course, is an irregular one. So Uchyate, what will be for the third form?
Pushyante.
Uchyante. Correct.
అంతే.
So they are told. Okay. Now do Anupurvaka Bhu.
Anubuyate. It is experience.
Yes.
Anubuyante. They all are experience.
Very good. Very nice. Okay. So this much you all have done. Now I will introduce you to Karaka. I will just give you a brief of Karaka now, and then I'll take it up tomorrow's class. I have sent you on your group. I've sent you the what is that? The characteristics of Guna and Vriddhi. So you have that table with you. Okay. Now, Karaka. Actually, the word Karaka comes from Kru Dhatu. Okay. This Karaka is a noun. There is no equivalent meaning for Karaka. Okay. But the closest, or for practical purposes, it is called factors of action. And I don't know why it has come like that, and it makes no sense, but it is. Means what? An action is done, right? Then somebody is doing the action. Who is doing the action? Then there is a purpose, an objective which that action is done. So what is there? Then there is a means by which an action is done, right? How? Then that action is being done for someone, for a purpose, or for some purpose. Yeah. So you'll ask for what? For whose sake, you will ask. Then there is a location where that action is done somewhere. So these are called the factors, karakas. That means when an action, when you say chorayati, what is the action? The action is that of stealing, right? Somebody who steals, what does he steal? How does he steal? For whose sake he steals? Where does he steal? So every action you can ask these questions. Same for pachati. Who pachati? Ramaha pachati. What does he pachati? Odanam pachati. How does he pachati? With his two hands. Pani. For whose sake he pachati? For Lakshmana's sake. Where does he pachati? In his house. So when you get answers to that action, whatever questions these are the only possible questions you can ask. One more. Sorry. For someone, and then there is one more. From where? Source of the action. There's one more question you'll ask. So here, how, for whose sake, from where? From his neighbor's house. Here he will say, from where does he cook? I don't know, from where does he cook? From his kitchen. Okay, let's look at nam dhatu, namati. He salutes, right? Who salutes? Rama salutes, or Devadatta salutes. Devadatta salutes. Now, generally, you don't ask what he salutes, because you can still ask, he salutes. No, there is no question for salutation, I don't think. 1 minute, I'll come back to that. How? With his hands and feet. For the sake of Devaya. For the gods, okay? Then from where? From his house. And where does he salute? In his puja room.
Why he salute?
The why doesn't come. Why generally comes from here. From the fifth one, I will explain that. Yeah. Why can also come here. That all details we can go into the details. But these are the generic questions you will ask, and these are called karakas. And how do you express the karaka? Like, for example, I want to express my affection. I'll say, oh, I love you. That's good. But I have to show my affection. I have to demonstrate it. So the demonstration has to, maybe I'll buy a gift, or I'll get a dress, or I will give chocolate, or whatever, right? So that, how do you express the karaka? In the form of vibhakti. That we'll see tomorrow. So vibhakti is what we have to study. But without knowing karaka, you will not be able to study vibhakti. So the expression of karaka is vibhakti. So with this, we shall meet tomorrow at 2:30. Namadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you very much. See you all
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yuva, can you
Yes.
post the video on the group? Because I would need to watch it again before tomorrow.
I think I just received, I saw the mail. I'll
Okay,
upload
cool.
and
Thanks.
yes.